Hello friends, how are you? I hope you are safe at home. Today I am here with Morphology of Flowering Plant, Part 1 of 11th Standard. In this session, we will discuss morphology, roots, functions, regions and modification of roots. So, let us start the session. First of all, we will make it clear about the word morphology. Morphology is a branch of science that deals with the study of external forms and structure of any living organism. Either it is plant or it is animal. In case of plant, external structures are roots, stem, leaf, branch, flower, fruit. So all they are the morphological structure. So we have classified into two main structure, that is root system and shoot system. Root system includes roots and its lateral branches, whereas shoot system includes leaves, branches, stems, flowers and fruits when the plant mature. Flower and fruits are the reproductive structures of the plants. In the given figure, you may observe the different parts and structures of a typical plant. After observing, you may differentiate root system and shoot system. Root system is below the soil and shoot system is above the soil. Now let us see about roots. Roots are non-green, underground, descending portion of the plant axis that gives rise to lateral branches called as root hair. Roots and root hairs do not possess nodes and internodes. Roots are positively geotropic because it goes towards the gravity, towards the earth. It is negatively phototropic because roots always move against the light. So, roots are also called positive geotropic and negative phototropic. Roots are positive hydrotropic. Why? Because root goes deeper and deeper in search of water. In case of dicots, radicle will give rise to primary root that grows inside the soil. Primary roots further form secondary and tertiary root. The primary roots and its branches are called taproot system. So in case of dicot, taproot is formed. For example, in mustard plant. In monocot, the primary root is short-lived and it is replaced by large number of roots that originate from the base of the stem. So this type of root is called fibrous root system. For example, it is seen in wheat plant, maize plant, etc. But in some cases like monstera, banyan, maize, the root arise from the other than radicle, means they arise from other parts of the plants. So such roots are called adventitious root. What they are called as? They are called as adventitious root. In the figure, you can compare taproot and fibrous root. Here you may observe that in taproot, one main primary root is present and lateral, secondary and tertiary roots originates. Whereas in fibrous root, large number of roots arises from the base of the stem. Now let us discuss about the functions of roots. Root perform both primary as well as secondary function. So here we are going to discuss separately. First is about function of root, that is primary function of root. The primary function of root is absorption and water and minerals from the soil. There is upward movement of absorbed water and minerals by the roots. Roots also provide proper anchorage to the plant as well as synthesis of plant hormones or plant growth regulators. Now it is about secondary function of roots. Large number of functions are performed by roots other than the primary functions. So these are called as secondary functions. First, it is about storage of food like carrot, radish, beet, sweet potato. These are modified roots that stores food. Second secondary function is about additional mechanical support. So some roots originate from other than radicals and give mechanical support like banyan and maize. In banyan, it is called as prop root, and in maize it is called as stilt root. In some plants like Trapa, Tinospora, roots are photosynthetic and they perform the function of photosynthesis. Roots of some plants helps in gaseous exchange as it is seen in Rhizophora and Sonerata. Some roots are parasitic also and they develop haustoria for absorption of nourishment from the host. It is seen in total stem parasite, the Cuscuta, and which is also called as Amar bale. In case of leguminous plants, roots nodules that contain nitrogen fixing bacteria, and this helps in fixation of nitrogen. Roots of some aquatic plants store air and it gives buoyancy to the plant as it is seen in Piscia and Eichhornia. Root also helps in vegetative propagation. In money plants and betel, stems are big, so they develop climbing roots and helps the plant to climb. Now it is about regions of roots. Root is divided into three regions, that is meristematic region, region of elongation and region of maturation. The apical region of the root is covered by thimble-like structure and they are called as root cap. And in hydrophytic plant, it is covered by root pocket. Root cap helps in protection of soft and tender apex of the root and also it make way through the soil. Above the root cap, that is few millimeter above, meristematic region is present. The cells of meristematic region are in a state of continuous division and these cells are thin-walled with dense protoplasm. Above the meristematic region, there is a zone of elongation or region of elongation. In this region, the cells undergo rapid elongation and enlargement and are responsible for length of the root. Further, the zone of elongation differentiate and mature and it is called as region of maturation or zone of maturation. Some epidermal cells of this region, which region? The region of maturation, forms very fine and delicate thread-like structure and these fine thread-like structures are called as root hairs. And these root hairs helps in absorption of water and minerals from the soil. This figure clearly shows about the different regions of the root. Here you can observe root cap, region of mesmatic activity, region of elongation, region of maturation, and root hair also. Now we will discuss about modification of roots. Now the question arises, why modification of roots occur? So it is modified to perform additional functions. Why it is modified? It is modified to perform some additional functions, that is called as secondary functions. So first is the storage of food, as it is seen in carrot, turnip, sweet potato, beet, etc. Root. It is seen in banyan, as we have discussed earlier, as supporting roots. Another one is a stilt root, that is seen in maize and sugarcane as supporting roots. Next is nematophores. They are also called as respiratory roots, and it is seen in rhizophora. And these types of roots or plants are present in swampy area. Here you can observe a storage root, nematophores root, prop root, stilt root, etc. Next modification is climbing root, where main function is to climb and support, as it is seen in betel and money plant. Another is assimilatory root, also called as photosynthetic root, that performs the process of photosynthesis and synthesizes carbohydrates. The common example of this type of roots are Tinospora and Trapa. Next is hostorial root, also called as parasitic roots. So these roots absorb nourishment from the host plant, as it is seen in Cuscuta. You may observe here climbing root of betel, assimilatory root, and parasitic root. Next is floating roots that store airs and help the plant to float, as it is in Pistia, Eichhornia. Another modified root is epiphytic root. These roots are developed in some orchids which grow as epiphyte upon the trunks or branches of tree to get moisture, and it is seen in Vanda and Dendrobium, etc. Last modification is reproductive roots. So these roots helps in vegetative propagation, and it is commonly observed in dahlia and sweet potato. In the given figure, you may observe floating root, epiphytic root, reproductive root. So this is all about today's session. Thank you. For any kind of doubts, please write your question in comment section.